We moved here to Monument Valley on the Navajo Reservation, and I was really used to the reverse osmosis system that I had and the specific flavor of our well water in Indiana. Out here, the water's quite different, and it normally comes out of the tap, at least this time of year, quite warm. It's not uncommon to have like 80, 85 degree water or even warmer come out of the tap just because we're in the desert, and that's how it works. So when I moved here, I started drinking a whole lot less water, which not great when you move into the desert and actually need to drink more water than I was in Indiana. So I started looking for ways to kind of do something about that. And I saw an ad for this on Instagram or Facebook. And it's called Aerflo. And what this does is it carbonates the water for you. And I thought, maybe I'll like sparkling water. But I bought one and I was like, okay, I'll try it. And I was like, oh, this is disgusting. But then I was like, well, you know, I've got all of these refills and stuff. And so I decided to try a sun-kissed packet in it. And I love it. I've got an orange here. We're going to have that today because I've had a lot of grape lately. But I have the grape ones. And then I have these newer Prime Rapid Rehydration ones. Yesterday, for 2 hours, I was outside shoveling sand at someone's property. And I sweat a lot. So, you know, it's nice to have like the electrolyte ones to replenish some of that. But about the Aerflo. So it comes in this nice little box, which I really like the way they do everything on it. You've got basically the simple instructions. You fill it up with cold water, you push the button, you enjoy. So get that out of the way. Where to start? Let's take it apart here. You have this, you can unscrew this too. This is where your CO2 canister goes. So you just drop it in there, you screw that on, and make sure it's tight, and there you go. When you go to clean this, there is a thing here that you can release. And then the sleeve comes off so you can clean it. You want to hand wash this only. You want to inspect it, make sure there's no cracks or anything before you pressurize it. But basically you fill to the fill line, which is right there. And there's a button on top, and that's it. I'll show you a close-up of that in a second. It came with 3 little CO2 canisters. One lasted me 6 or 7 weeks, drinking this once, sometimes twice a day. So you got those. The cool part about them is, though, you can get little return box thing, and it's already got the shipping label on it. All you do is seal it. There's 2 little sticky things, and you peel them and stick it on there. And then you drop this back in the thing, and they have like a subscription where they won't send you more until you send these back. And the cool thing about these is I have a spent one here. They also give you this little case so you can carry 3 of them in your pocket. So you take them, and these are refillable. So what they do is they get this back, they scan the QR code, they test it, they clean it, and then they recharge it, and then you can get them back. And it makes it a lot cheaper and, you know, a little bit more environmentally friendly because you're not just throwing away these things. So you can get those little 12, and I think they're like, I don't know, $25, $30 for 12 of them. It's going to last me a long time. If you're doing this multiple times a day, maybe you're going to go through them faster. But for me, I just enjoy one of these every once in a while, and it's been pretty great. So let me go ahead and move the camera, and I'll show you the carbonation process. They do say you fill to the fill line, put the clean water in there, and you carbonate it. Then you can add flavoring. They don't want you to add flavoring first. They don't want you to have warm water or anything in there. You want to do the cold. The CO2 goes in. Once you press that button, you're going to shake it a bunch to help the CO2 incorporate, and it's real easy. I like 2 quick presses, sometimes 3, usually 3 with the orange, 2 with the grape. The Prime, sometimes just 1. So you kind of got to figure that out for yourself. And you don't want to just like hold the button down. It's not going to stop when you've done it enough. You just quick press. You'll figure it out. It comes with a nice little guidebook, walks you through all that. So let's take a better look at the carbonation process, and then I'm going to enjoy it. I paid for this with my own money. I actually reached out to them seeing if they wanted to sponsor a video. They were not interested. So I'm not going to make any money off this at all. There's no affiliate link, nothing. They're not paying me to say this. I just genuinely enjoy this. I'd never had sparkling water before. I know I like soda. I'm trying to cut back on the diet soda just because, you know, it's got, one, the caffeine, not the greatest for my blood pressure and my sleep and stuff, especially if I want something like this at night. But who knows, like the caramel color and the artificial sweetener and everything. And if you were doing regular soda, then the sugar. These are much better. They're like 5 calories, 10 calories. The Prime ones are 10. They don't add anything too weird to them. You know, just a little thing. Maybe you just like the water by itself. But yeah, let me move the camera and I'll show you the carbonation. So again, it's really simple. You just fill to this fill line right here. You can see it. And I'm just going to give this a press. That's it. You do that 2 or 3 times. You give it a good shake. And that carbonation's mostly in there. If you're just doing the water and you want it to stay carbonated and you're drinking it throughout the day, you can just press it again once you've drank some down, and it'll kind of keep it at pressure. You can shake it in there a little. I don't really have an issue with that. Sometimes I'll drink one of these for 3 or 4 hours. I find that with the carbonation, I don't want to drink as fast usually. And now I'll just take this Crush, I guess. It's not Crystal Light, but Crystal Light, Sunkissed, Crush, whatever. They're all the same kind of deal. I love this Crush Orange so much with the carbonation. It reminds me of McDonald's orange juice soft drink from like the early 90s. It's different now, but back in the day it was pretty great. Now, you will want to clean this a little bit better because I did put that in there, and any of this stuff's going to be little areas for like bacteria to grow. But what I do is I just take this off. See, I lost a little bit of the carbonation there just from shaking it when I opened it. But what I'll do is I'll just rinse this off. I don't always take the cap off. You probably should. Clean off in there, you know, and then clean out the bottle. Now, one thing real fast, I do, let me find them. I use these on my Nalgene bottles. They're just like Bottle Bright cleaning tablets. So what I've been doing is, you know, I'll either use them on my Nalgene or I'll use them on like my thermos because you always want to have water with you here. So I'll take one of these and I will drop it in like my Nalgene bottle, my 32-ounce Nalgene bottle or 64-ounce. And then I'll pour a little bit in here. I will not use this because I don't know if it's safe with this plastic. But then I'll just put some of it in here and swirl it around. And then I just rinse it out real good. Every once in a while, I'll soap it. Maybe you should soap it every time. I don't know. That's just my preference. You do you. You know what is safe for you. But yeah, I'm just going to give this one little more shake. And that's it. I'm going to drink this for like the next half hour. You know, it's 500 milliliters at the line. Nice little thing. The sleeve actually does keep it cold for quite a while. So yeah, anyway. That has been Aerflo. Again, not paid, not sponsored, no affiliate link. I just really like this thing. Thought I'd share it with you. It seems a little pricey at first, but I've used this for about 3.5 weeks now. And, you know, I've drank from it every day but one, and that's because we weren't here. So Friday, I probably won't drink from it either because I'm going to be gone most of the day, driving 4 hours each way to see a friend. I love it. And, like, this is genius. Just make sure you keep the box if you get this because that is your return box and label. And yeah, I figure these are going to last me, I don't know, 6-9 months for these 12. Maybe I'll start drinking them more. I don't know. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping by.